Hi guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and I'm here for the Cancer reading for January 21st to January 27th. I hope that you guys are having a great Monday so far. I'm not recording this on Monday, but by the time you guys will see this will be on Monday, so I hope that you guys have a great day so far. And once again, thank you for viewing my channel, and for those who have watched my videos, I greatly appreciate all of you. So with no further ado, I'll go right into your guys' reading. So let's see what the universe has for the Cancers for January 21st to January 27th. I'm excited to see what's going on with you guys. So I'm going to do a couple more shuffles and I'll begin. And one more. There we go. Okay. We have the Hierophant, and we have the Star for the first two cards coming out. So I feel during this week you could be talking to someone that you trust or think highly of to help you with the situation in your life. It could be someone who's older than you. It could be anything from career advice or relationship advice or friend advice. I feel you guys will seek someone out to kind of help you get an overall picture. Because, Cancers, you guys are very generous and kind and open-hearted, but at the same time, emotions can get the best of you at times that you may not be able to see the other person's side of the story as well once you guys get into emotions. And with every sign in the zodiac, we all have our things, but since I'm doing Cancer, I just say that because it seems like you may be getting advice on something with the Star here. It's something that you're really hoping for. Maybe the way you've been going about doing this maybe hasn't been the most successful way, and that could be possibly why you're seeking out advice from someone that you trust to kind of help you get the ball rolling on what your plan is with the Star here, because it could be a numerous route of things. I like to be the reader that just says the energy, because it could apply to many different people in all different types of ways. Some people may apply to love, some people might apply to a career, some people might apply to a job, or it goes all across the board. So I like to give the person who's watching my reading, they put the pieces to what I already say. So it's like a cooperative thing. I like to help people develop their own gifts rather than just look at me for me to say everything and you do it. Now, I like to set the stage up for you. You put the pieces in order, and then that's how we both work together. And I feel with that helps me, and then that helps you as well, So I won't go into other energies that could be in store for you this week. Oh boy, this shout out. So you could experience something that could really hurt you this week. Now, what I mean by really hurt you is not mean physically or somebody's gonna kill you or something. What I mean, because these are swords, they're mental. I feel like something really emotional is really gonna strike your heart this week. And also, mind you, the 21st is the eclipse, so it could be some truths coming out that were hidden. And I feel like, ironically, with the Star here, is the Star is Aquarius card. Aquarius season is starting on January 20th. So I feel like this has to do with maybe this person that you're seeking advice from is actually not leading you to the best route possible. And I feel like as Cancers, you guys are very, very trusting, and it kind of makes it easy for people to kind of I don't want to say manipulate you, but just my experiences with Cancers, my girl best friend, she's a Cancer, and she's very kind, she's very sweet, but at the same time, it was hard for her to see someone in her own circle take so much advantage of her, and it was something that she knew with the Three of Swords, but however, it needed to be illuminated. So I feel like for the Cancers out there, if there are people that do not have your best interest at heart, especially with this eclipse, it's definitely going to bring it out. I feel this eclipse is going to bring a lot of endings, which could really cause you to feel with the Three of Swords. But I feel like this is for every sign too. And we have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like with this Three of Swords here, it's going to put you in your head. But like I always say, it's not great to always stay in your head, because with the Eight of Swords, you see she's free, but it's her putting herself in this prison. She could clearly just walk right out. Yes, her hands are tied, but it's not tied that tight. She could break through this. So I feel like, make sure if you do find out information that hurts you or causes pain to you, that you don't sit in your head about it, because the purpose of this was to bring something to the light that has been hidden. So I feel like it wouldn't do you any justice to be in the Eight of Swords, because it didn't happen for you to be in the Eight of Swords energy. It actually happened so you can take the blindfold off and rip the bandages off and cut these people, places, and things out your life that needed to be gone a long time ago. Let's see. And also we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like it could be intense with the Three of Swords. Then after the fact, you at the Eight of Swords, but then you calm down to the Four of Swords. I feel like that is great, because you guys are really reflecting on what has happened, which is great, because you might need a mental break, because eclipses are very, very powerful. So this week, especially for Cancers, I feel it is great to just not be reactive, because there's going to be a lot of energies going on around this eclipse, and it could be things just popping off all around you where it may seem out of nowhere, but however, usually things that usually just combust like that is been that way. It's just finally reached its boiling point. So I feel like you guys are realizing like this was a long time coming anyway, and it was harder for you to let go. But now I feel like you now realize that that's what you needed to do. This could be maybe an old religion that's no longer working for you. Maybe you want to become more spiritual and your family is Christian or any type of religion and trying to push that upon you. But I will say you have to do what's best for your soul, because that is who you deal with, you know? That's your decision. You lay down with your decisions every day, and no one can live life for you. And we have the Lovers here. Through this pain, however, who knows? I feel something great is going to come out of it. I feel that now, if you let go of what you need to let go of, now the universe can give you what your heart's desires are. I feel like the people, to me, the Lovers, yes, it has to do with love, but I also look at it because the angel is the universe orchestrating people for us to come into your life. So I feel like it has to do with the star. I feel like maybe what you wanted from somebody you wasn't going to get from that person, that the universe had someone like you wouldn't even imagine in store for you, but because this had to happen first, you had to get hurt first to kind of break that old energy off, go through your healing processes of you being in your head for a bit, and then you reflecting back on what happened, so then the universe can actually orchestrate people for it to come into your life and treat you how you deserve. So I will say the best things in my life has happened after something really like negative happened. Like it never fails. Like every time I had like a heartbreak or a real devastation in some way, like the universe has always came through with something even so much better. So that's why no matter what I'm going through, I still hold that faith, because I've seen the universe over and over and over and over and over again, and I know that this is just part of the process to get me to go to something that's more in alignment with me. So I'm gonna go into one more card. Oh wow, okay. I said one, but the universe had three for you guys. So we have the Eight of Wands. We have, oh boy, oh boy, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So it kind of goes back to what I was saying, that during this full moon, some things can come to you with the Eight of Wands, fast communication, and it could be an offer, but it is deception. It is deception, and I feel like if this offer already came in, let's say before this, or this person has been in your life for some time, oh yeah, it's going to be revealed to you that their offer was deceiving you the whole time. They was probably robbing your energy. Maybe you're very open and they was just sucking off your energy. If you've been feeling low around certain people, they're energy vampires. So I feel like you could have some energy vampires that made it seem like, oh yeah, I got this nice big offer from you. It looked like it was an offer from the universe, but with the Seven of Swords here, they was here to take things from you. It doesn't have to be material things, because energy stealing is real. So I will feel like, especially with the Nine of Swords here, it's going to have you stressing. Like, it is, because it's never good to hear when deceptions come out, but however it is, because that way you know that person's true motive, so you can finally move on. So yes, it may hurt, because it seemed like this offer was everything you wanted with the Star, but it wasn't what the universe had. There's a difference between what you want and what the universe wants for you. See, the universe sees everything you don't. So the person you may be looking at, or the job you may be looking at, may catch your eye, but the universe can see further down the line than you can, of how it's going to leave you like this. So I feel like this is really trust the process of what the universe is trying to show you this week with this eclipse. So we're going to go right into the energies. Let's see why the Hierophant is here. We have the Five of Wands. So it's definitely conflict between you and someone that you look up to. I feel it could go back to having family problems. For example, maybe your family is religious and is causing inner conflict, because maybe you're learning about spirituality, you're learning about crystals and tarot cards, and your family doesn't believe in that, so it's causing an eternal conflict. Or it can be someone that you're looking up to that's giving you some type of advice that looks great, but however is deceiving you, is going to end up causing you stress and worry because of this deception. So I feel like Cancers, you guys have great intuitive abilities, and it is time to really tap into those times, especially since the North Node is in Cancer. So I feel like this is really huge for you guys. I feel like if you're not really in tune with your intuition already, like for a Cancer, I feel like during this North Node is going to bring up the psychicness of Cancer as well. And we have the Ace of Swords. But with the intuition, if it does kick in, it's going to share a truth with you that you need to cut these kind of people off, or that it has served its purpose and is no longer here. Well, no longer needed, shall I say. So let's go into why the Star card is here. We have the Three of Swords. So you got the Three of Swords twice. So it seems to me the universe is saying something that you're wanting and wishing for is going to cause you pain, actually. The universe is saying, really think about what you want in your life right now, because you're manifesting actually something that's more hurtful than good. And it's... Oh, we have the Three of Wands. I couldn't even get out the card shout out. With the Three of Wands here, I feel like the universe is asking you to think about the things you wanted in the past and see any common qualities in people, for example, you have around. Usually there's a certain type of energy that you have been missing that, okay, I'm going to use an example for myself. Okay, for example, I had a certain type growing up of men that I dated, and it wasn't really productive for me. My type was kind of like really outspoken, you know, the bad boy type of thing, you know what I'm saying? All girls go through, you feel me? And yes, they look nice. Yes, they have a certain appeal to them and everything, but I always experienced the Three of Swords, because what I was wanting, which was the Star, for example, someone that I wanted, but what I wanted was gonna do nothing but hurt me. So it wasn't until I switched my star, which is what my faith believes in, things that I want to manifest, that I actually manifested a great partner now. But my partner now is nothing like, my partner is actually more like me, which is very ironic. But it wasn't until I changed my dating choices that I actually got to experience what the universe had for me. So I feel like this is what you guys are going through too. And like I said, I'm a Cancer South Node. So with the North Node in Cancer, it's also me learning from my past life of things that I did. But for me, my Cancer South Node gifts are coming online. So that makes sense why I always just had intuition, but I didn't know what it was. I just thought I was tripping, or I'd be like, I'm overthinking it, or until things start to happen, I was like, wow. So I feel like for Cancers or Cancer South Node people, I feel this is very crucial for us, especially right now, because a lot of things are coming up for us for review of where we want to go into our lives. Are we going to continue to play out the same archetype, or are we going to actually embody the great qualities of Cancer, which are intuitive, compassionate, mother figure, all those things, instead of the downsides to Cancer, which are, for me, I know personally, having trouble letting go of the past, having trouble letting go of people, being overprotective of people, and it could come off kind of off-putting and a lot to people. So it's now learning to step in our own power and love ourselves. This could be here too. The universe maybe could want you to focus on loving yourself. Be that partner or that friend. Be a friend to yourself that you want. Be that partner that you want. Be everything to you that you want, so it can manifest. You can't want a great friend if you're a bad friend. Like you can't want a great partner if you have a lot of wounds that are unhealed. You're going to project so much pain on someone else. So it's not like you don't deserve it. It's just your wounds may be overflowing and overbearing for someone that the universe has in store for you, because you will constantly blame them. You will constantly bring them down. And that's not right either. So I want to go into why the Three of Swords is here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So it goes in, like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is like a mothering energy. Maybe you guys are trying to mother maybe your friends or family or people around you, and it's just hurting you because you're overextending yourself. That's what I hear. I just feel like, Cancers are wonderful people, and I just watch them overextend themselves. Me as a Cancer South Node, that was me too for a lot of my life. The Four of Pentacles, not wanting to let go. So it's something that you are trying to nurture that is not productive. It could be friendships, a relationship, a job. This Pentacles are in the physical. So this is something physical. You see, touch, taste, feel. Like, this is something that's in your life that you're holding on to. Like the Queen of Pentacles in the Rider's Waite, she's sitting on the throne and she's having her pentacle. And with the Four of Pentacles is the guy in the chair holding on to the pentacle. So what is this pentacle that you're holding on to? Because it's actually, once again, it's like this pentacle is over here with the Ace of Pentacles. Like, the universe is not going to have no choice but to reveal the truth to you so you can let this go. And it's going to hurt. But what I feel is something you already knew, but you didn't want to believe it. So we're going to go into why the Eight of Swords is here. We have the Two of Wands. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Five of Swords. So we have you not only in your head with a lot of eternal conflict, but at the same time, Cancer still do see the bright side of things, because that's why the Two of Wands is here. So I feel like you guys are also looking at it as a new opportunity to see, where do you want to go now from here? It's like the Rider's Waite when he has the world in his hand. What do you want to manifest now? This is your time, especially with the North Node of Cancer. All of us are working with Cancer energy. And this is your guys' time, to really step into who you guys are. Because, in my opinion, water signs are really slept on, in my opinion. Like, they're very, very powerful, and a lot of people look at them as they're weak because they're emotional. They're far from it. They're really far from it. They're honestly nothing to mess with. And I feel like people just think, oh, they're overly emotional because they pick up on so much. They're like physical sponges. So I feel you guys have to take extreme care of yourself, of the places you're around, the people you're around, because it affects you on every level. So I see you guys here in your head, but however, on the outside, I feel you guys are keeping it together, which is that's I have to give it to y'all, because to have this experience, I know it's going to hurt and it's hard for you guys to keep it together, but I feel like you guys are using it as a learning opportunity, how to not fall apart. Maybe you guys are tired of falling apart over situations and you're actually learning how to be stronger, which is amazing, through time, conflict, emotions. It is so easy to get wrapped up, but I feel you guys are learning how to deal with that in a more productive way. So we're going to go into why the Four of Swords is here. We have the Queen of Swords. So I feel this was something that hurt you guys pretty serious, because you guys are cutting it off. The Five of Pentacles, yeah, it's something that really affected you. Felt like, because this is like the dark night of the soul type of card. So whatever this was, this really, really got to you in a whole nother place that is causing you to just be like, I'm not allowing nobody else to do that. I'm Queen of Swords, and anybody who even think to bring that energy towards me at this point, because I know I don't deserve it, and I know that's right. When you a great person, you know you out here trying to be the best person you can be, you don't need people like that in your circle at all. There's so many people on the planet that are, they wish they could meet someone like you, but because where we are in our lives or the people we're around, we feel like we don't matter. We feel like um we're not important. But there's someone across the world that would be like, man, they could wish for someone like you. So never let your environment really fool you into thinking that you are useless or you don't matter, because you could be the next world leader. You could be the next person that come up with a cure or something. Don't give up on yourself because the people around you don't believe in you. Let them don't believe in you. You believe in yourself. And this is what I tell my Cancer South Node self, because that was always a wound for me. I don't know why I get touchy on this. I'm sorry, but because I gave up on myself so many times. Because I felt people didn't believe in me when I needed to believe in me. Because I have come to seeing things that I once manifest come to pass when people told me I couldn't. So never let people tell you what you can and can't do. If that's on your soul to do it, do it. You only come here for a limited amount of time for this lifetime anyway. I don't know if you're coming back. I don't want to come back. I hope that I could just be a spirit guide or something and help people. But being down here is really rough on the sister. To see all the suffering in the world and seeing how careless people are and materialistic. Who got the Gucci, who got the Louis, who got the iPhone, who got this. Like, we forgot why we came here, and it's sad that we treat each other like savages. Like, it's really, really sad, man. And it really, it just gets to me. Like, for humans to be an advanced species, for example, we sure animals have more respect for each other than us. How can animals coexist with each other? How can a cat and a dog, but two humans, can't put away their egos just to get along and work together? But no, we gotta compete and act like animals. And Black Friday, for example, punch people over a TV. This is what we are. This is what we came to this planet to do. Like, it just really, that's why I like to come on YouTube to find people like myself, because we all need a place that we feel like we can be ourselves, where we could talk to people, where I can meet people that likes to talk about astrology, who likes to talk about the things on birth charts and, conspiracy theories and all that. I love to talk about that kind of stuff and open my mind. So that's why I was like, man, I don't really speak on camera like that, but I feel like I'm supposed to. I feel like Usually the people who are the background people when childhood are usually going to be the people that have the most things to say that will change the world. And I've noticed that every quiet person has such a quiet power about them, but they were so powerful that they could really change the world, you know? And that's what I want to do, man. I want to leave an impact that I help people, that here to I came here to do what I said I was going to do before I came here. And think about all the lives I helped change and think about the people who helped my life change. And that's why I want to do this, you know? So I'm going to go into the last part and let's see why the Lover's card is here. Why is the Lover's card is here? We have the Queen of Wands. And we have Three of Cups. So I feel like you guys are really focusing on the creative project. I feel actually with the Lover's card, because to me, I don't really see any more relationship. Even though the Lover's here, I don't just take it as a union of people. I take it as getting a dream job. I take it as the universe bringing in something that is in alignment to you. So I feel like through this, you're going to have that creative spark. Maybe you write poetry. You know, my Cancer girlfriend, she writes poetry. She's actually pretty good, you know. And when she writes down her emotions, they're so powerful, you know. And I feel like if that may be you, maybe you're a painter, maybe through this pain you actually created something that's healing, and that is definitely worth celebrating. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you again for coming to my channel and taking time to watch my videos. Bye guys.